Well, welcome back. I have spent the last couple of weeks in the mornings working on this journal. I absolutely love it. Yeah, and yes, the title is right. 200 plus stickers in this book. I think I might call it a sticker journal more than anything, just because that's what it is. And I found these beautiful embellishments at a little shop in one of our local districts. Now, they're made by Portercraft. The arrows, they're charms, but I thought they'd look gorgeous on this front. And you'll see when I open up the book. And this one also from Portercraft, the key came out of there. I just love it. It's so medieval looking. And this book is based on medieval stickers. So let's get into it, and I will describe to you what I've done. Not necessarily why, because there is no reason why. It's always that's what the feeling is. Let's do it. So the front of the book is a tissue box. Now I have an empty one that I've just emptied in the last 24 hours. That's the front of it there. Take the plastic off, decorate it, put some nice stuff on the background, and that's what I did. Used some lace behind here, put the rose and others here and these beautiful flowers, covered it in some nice scrapbooking paper, put a couple of stickers and a little bit of glamour paste. I had to stop and think. So, and a little bit of Kindy Glitz around there, or stickers, whatever you like to call them. Glitter glue, it looks gorgeous. So that is the front cover. The spine is then covered in a piece of scrapbooking paper, a little piece of nice ribbon that's also around the front, and some rickrack to bring it in with the other. And the back is just nice plain scrapbook paper. It is an old novel that I have pulled apart because it was falling apart. So when a book starts to fall apart, I don't feel guilty about taking it apart the rest of the way and going for it. So inside I have put a piece of nice brown scrapbook paper there, and I've hidden the sew-in signature on the outer spine. And in here I have a little note folder and a little note pad that can be written on. And whoops. And here is a little tag. Nothing glamorous, just pretty. And here starts my beautiful medieval stickers. I got the sticker book from Temu, and I'd sort of been holding on to it, and I thought, what on earth can I do? And I saw my Once Upon a Time papers. This is from Once Upon a Time. And I've got 1, 2, 3 stickers there. I'm not going to count them all. You'll just have to trust that I've got 200. That's some washi tape, a little fold out that can be written on, and a little piece of leftover paper that can also be written on. There are lots and lots of journaling spots in here. Lots. And this is also a pocket. Also can be written on. So if I want my journaling to be secretive, I can write it on all these little bits and pieces and just leave I'll put some stuff there too. This was the front cover of the sticker pack, and I just loved it. And it was so clean on the back, I thought, right, that's going into a pocket. It's just beautiful. More stickers. I did put a sticker here, but I don't know if you can see that clearly or not. It's a little sideways scroll. 2 more little tags with stickers on them. Oops. Oh no, I was right. Okay, some more beautiful stickers. Absolutely love them. And I thought I would experiment, put them over top of the book page, and it just worked quite well. 2 more. Little piece of braid. I have got yards and yards of that. That was a little piece of leftover book up there that I thought, or page that I thought, right, it can go up there. A little note. This one I just popped in there to show you that it could be something in there as well. This is washi tape. More beautiful stickers. Journaling card. And a little book with some pages in it. Not many. You could do some drawing in that. Oh, I forgot to cover up Bo Bunny. That was from 2003. This is how long I've had my papers. Now, I thought with this one I would do some words that are Kaisercraft. The background is also Kaisercraft, and the beautiful dragon is from Lavinia Stamps. A piece of paper there that needs to be covered up, and I can do that as I'm using this journal. This is the description of the Sturt Desert Pea, which is the flower here. Some more stickers. Aren't they just beautiful? I love them. The detail in them is absolutely astounding. Absolutely love them. And the knight with his armor, the detail in that is just amazing. This will also be covered up as I start to journal. That was just a pretty piece of lace and a glitter sticker that I put behind the envelope. A little frame, some lined paper, and a sticker just to finish that page. Two more. He does come out. Come on, you. Some paper on the back to journal on. Why aren't you going in nicely? You didn't come out very nicely either. That's not like you. Because I've had you in and out of there a couple of times. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful lady. And dragon. I'm so glad there were two dragons in this lot of stickers and I was able to use that one. Beautiful. Journaling card. And the scroll could also be written on if you wanted to. Another frame, some washi, and I just thought that would finish off leading up into the archway. I love these wrought iron fences with the roses intertwined. They're beautiful. Scrapbook paper, coffee dyed paper, book page. I had this little piece of leftover stuff and I thought, oh, that would make a nice pocket. This is the side of the front cover. And these are just a couple of stickers that were hanging around at the time, so they got put onto there. None of these stickers were just hanging around, I've got to tell you that. There's another wrought iron fence and a brick. Now I tried to get some clever here, but I haven't finished it off completely. There's a belly band which is mobile, so you can put that wherever you want. That's not going to move for me. Come on, Stinkpot. That's it. Two hands. Two hands. See, one here, one there. So that could either be written on and the belly band removed, or you can put something else in there. Perhaps one of these could sit in there. It's not very tight though. So there's 3 of these lovely tags from Scrimping Mummy that I received a little while ago. I still have a lot of these to use. That really just wants to flop down and get in our way, doesn't it? Well, guess what? I'm going to let it flop down now. Down you go. More scrapbook paper with 3 stickers on it. 4, if you count that one. And this is the dragon, and I masked the body and the tail off so that I could just put some wings to balance out that page. Now I've just got a piece of lined vintage writing paper from the 60s. Come on, baby. No, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to fuss. More tags. And these are just little bits of leftovers that I'll put I'll put the full circle on like a little tag. And they sit in that little top pocket right there. And the bigger ones go behind. This is totally out of character. I put this in the book before I worked out what I was going to do with it. So I have yet to work on this page. I don't know quite what I'm going to do with it yet. Now in here is a journaling card. And in the same slot, I have a fold-up journaling card. So what I've done, before I glued the page onto here, I cut a little slit so that these could go into here and be hidden. Like that, which still gives me the room to write more here and on these cards. This is something else I haven't worked out quite what to do yet. I was thinking of embossing it, but then it wouldn't be able to get written on because the embossing would go all over the joint. Now this little piece here was a piece of scrap I had left over after I cut some circles out to decorate further down in the journal, which you'll see in just a couple of minutes. There you go. I had the big brown circles and the two little white ones there, the big brown and the white one on top. And to use up that scrap, I thought, why not? It just looks quite nice there. I like it. I might put some Kindy Glitz in those middles. I'm not sure yet. Any work that's going to get done on this journal now will be when I'm using it. And I've already got a journal underway, so this one won't get used for a little while yet. But the beautiful floral archway there, I hope you can see that clearly. Another tag. I could put another little pocket in here and put a tiny wee tag, and that I might do that later. Just a piece of paper for journaling on. Now this is the black kangaroo paw, an Australian native, and there is the blurb about that. Lots and lots of pretties. I got fancy and did a little bit of tagging in there, you know that stuff? Yep, did that too. And there is the other beautiful dragon. Absolutely stunning. He would have to be Merlin's dragon. I think I'll call him Rufus. And talking of Merlin, there he is there. It's my definition, that is. A few blank pages that could be written on. This is another lift out or fold out one, whichever way it could be used. That's it. These bright pink petals came out purely by mistake. I had put the sticker over here and I didn't like it over there. And because I had coloured these daisies, I've got another one in here. When I peeled the stamp off, or the sticker off, all the petals came out, and I think it just looks very pretty. It's very sweet. More blankies. I love this page. I don't know why. It would have to be one of my favourite pages. So this one comes out to write on, like that. Then this one comes out. And you're still left with all this space around here that could be written on. I think it's the colours. I don't know, it just appeals to my soul. A beautiful old medieval, maybe tavern or a house I think. And I just thought that washi tape would finish it off nicely, and a little bit of writing space on top and underneath. And there is a couple of things in there. I didn't realise I put two in there. There's that piece of scrapbook paper and another piece of vintage writing paper. Okay, now this page is, I've got browns and blues and greens all the way through because that's what I'm attracted to at the moment. That one comes out and it's a big piece of writing paper. This one is slightly smaller. And they both just sit on that page quite nicely. Now I did a little bit of stenciling here and here. I didn't do anything on this sheet or that one. But to make up for it, I stenciled twice and a little bit of the border along there. And then there's this one. I tried to do a little bit of stenciling here, but it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. My paste is on its way out, my Glamour paste, so I'm just trying to use it while I can. The little tag goes into the side here, and into the big pocket I have got three things. The larger one, which says Scribe, and on the back I have got some stamped. I've used the edge of my ruler stamped it up and down on my stamp pad, and then carefully have applied it. Every time I've made a line, I've gone back to the stamp pad with this little ruler. And to get your ruler clean, I have used Stays-On spray onto a cloth and then wiped it along half a dozen times, and it came off beautifully. My ruler is now lovely and clean. But that's how I made the lines. Oops, it fell out. Okay, so there's that one. And the last little one, or it says Last Chances, is just a couple of little pieces of paper, and I've used one of my fancy corners and put another piece over the paper there so that it would camouflage the other side of that one. And another little fold over, just for putting some notes on. And I got clever and I stenciled that with a little piece of brown paper underneath for the soil. But I had an open stencil with long, tall strips, and then I had another one with trees. So I did them both in brown to start with, and then I thought, I need some extra colour in there. So I went over, and you can see that I've just roughly put the black in there. It's not perfect, and I didn't want it to be. These are the remnants of larger border stickers, and I thought, well, they'd look nice on their borders too. And the last little pocket, I've got a piece of scrapbook paper in there, and I made another little notebook with only half a dozen pages in it, and that one sits in there. So there is still room for me to decorate more in this, and I will do as I'm writing it. This is my writing board. This is from Once Upon a Time series, and this is the back part of the stamp book. And I wrote with my brother, what do I call it? Brother tape maker. I wrote that, and I've used one of the stickers from the actual stamp pad as well. And that my last page is this beautiful bird and himself. Don't ask me who himself is. Could be Arthur. Maybe. Could be Lancelot. Could be anybody, couldn't it? But that, my lovelies, is my book. And I am very, very impressed with the way it has turned out. I absolutely love it. And the fact that I found this beautiful key and the arrow today when I was out shopping has just made my day. But anyway, I will love and leave you. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you've loved it and liked it as much as I had so much fun doing it and then showing you just, it's one of the nicest I've made in a few months. That's my opinion. All right, my lovelies, I'll leave you to it. Bye-bye for now. Take care.